Back to our channel, that is AI next generation. So this particular video will be belongs to the problem that is a airline passenger satisfaction. So this will be our main objective. So we will use machine learning algorithm to predict or to classify whether the person or the passenger they are satisfied with our that particular airline or not. Okay, so we will see this is basically a classification problem. So you will use a supervised machine learning algorithm. So we will use here the boosting algorithm, even we will see the bagging algorithm. Okay, so yeah, so airline passenger satisfaction, this is our project, so we can just keep the heading of that. Okay, and for this particular project I will just give you the link. From there you can just directly download the data set of this. Okay, airline passenger satisfaction. Okay, okay, so the first thing what you will do, you will just write, you will import some basic library what we are going to use in this particular role. Okay, so for that you will just import some basic library. You can just write here import libraries. Okay, libraries, just import. Then after that what you have to just import, the first of all we will import the numpy library, then pandas library. Okay, so yeah, we can just do this one. So first of all we will import numpy as np. Okay, so I think you already know, even I will just give you the link from where you can just read about the numpys and pandas. That is in my website already, I have uploaded. Okay, so though I will just give you the link in this particular video description of the website. From there you can just directly read. Okay, so about the numpys and pandas. So NumPy is basically all the numerical calculation you can just do with the help of NumPy library, and pandas basically you want to read the data set, or you want to see, you want to manipulate the things of the rows and columns. Okay, so you can just play with the data set with the help of pandas. Okay, so these two library you already have been imported. Okay, so then also even you will import some sklearn library, like from where you want to take the model. Okay, so even you will do for the scaling purpose. So scaling, basically we will use standard scaler to scale this particular data set. Okay, so what we can just do, we can just import from sklearn. Okay, from sklearn dot pre-processing import standard scaler. Okay, so this already it is the scaling part. From here you have already imported this particular library. Okay, so then after that what you will just write here, then after we will also use the XGBoost. Okay, so we will use the gradient boosting algorithm or XGBoosting algorithm. That is the you can just advanced version of the gradient boosting algorithm. So what you can just write here, you can just how you can just import from XGBoost import. We can just write import XGBoost, and we want only the classifier. Okay, so what you can just write here, classifier. Okay, you want only the classifier algorithm because we are doing the classification problem. Okay, so I don't think so you have any doubt in this. We are just doing the import, you are just importing the basic library, that's it. Okay, even you can just import the matplotlib library. If somewhere we will need, then we can just do matplotlib as pyplot as plt. Even we can just import seaborn library. Okay, so seaborn and matplotlib we are just working with hands on and hand. Okay, so yeah, for data visualizing we are using this both libraries. Okay, so you have imported the basic library what we are going to use. Okay, so now let's go and start. We need to load the data set. Okay, so first, then after that what you can just do, loading data set. Okay, so for that what you can just write, you will have, we have two type of data. Like we have the one that is a trained data set that consists of all the training data in that particular data set, and one we have the test data set. Okay, so first of all what we will import, we will just load the trained data set. Okay, so just write in data, then after what we will write pd dot, it is a csv file, so we can just write pd dot read underscore csv. Okay, So I don't think so here we have any doubt, and here just give the path of that particular training data. Okay, so I already have just in the drive I will have just already loaded this one. So let's see, this one you can just give the path of this. I will just share this particular link, so from there you can just directly download. Okay, so you have just giving the file, then similar you can just give for the test data also. Okay, test data, you can just write the pd dot read underscore csv, and here just give the path of this particular. Okay, so what you can just give the path of this, copy path, and there you can just paste. Okay, so I don't think so you have any doubt in this. You are just loading the data. Okay, these two data. Yeah, so already we have done the loading part. Then you will see how the data is looking. You will see the features. Okay, so on the basic of what feature you want to say whether the passenger is satisfied or not. So on the basic of some feature you want to classify. Okay, so first of all we will see the train data dot head. So you can just do this one. So here already what we have this unnamed column, we can just remove this one, don't worry about that. So we have id, we have gender, we have customer type and age. Okay, with a class and flight distance, how much distance it is covering, and on the basic of this departure or arrival time, essay of departure. So you have this much of feature. Okay, so this much of feature on the basic of this. Okay, like a law from onboard service, and they all are the rating, like from 0 to 5 what is the rating, that's what it is going. Okay, and even this is the numerical one, that is the time. Okay, so departure delay in the minutes. Okay, so if you have your flight is too much delay, like 2 hour 3 hour, so even you will say I am not satisfied with that particular service. So this type of features you have. Okay, on the basic of that what you're saying, you are just classifying the satisfaction. This is your target. Okay, so neutral or dissatisfaction you will classify as a 0, and for satisfy you will classify as a 1. Okay, you will map for this. So this is the later one, we will see this one, don't worry. Then after you can just do for similar thing from the test also. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so here already you have seen here, and this is here review on the basic of this is the test data. Okay, and that is the training data. So you have two files, that there is a test file and there is a training file. Okay, so now what you will just do here, now you will see the particular, you can just see the shape also. Okay, the length of that particular training data. Then how you will see train data dot shape, you can just write here. So we will see how many rows and how many columns we have. So you have total of 1 lakh 3,004 rows, and then after that you have 25 columns. Okay, so on the basic of this, so on the basic of this you are just classifying, means you have enough data, you have enough data, and on the basic of this enough data you are just classifying what will be the output. Okay, so you have enough data, and from that you can just easily train. You can use the some boosting algorithm, bagging algorithm, even you can just use for this deep learning. So I will just go for the deep learning in the next video. So for now we have just focused for the machine learning algorithm. Okay, and then similar we can just think of the test data, what is the shape of that. Okay, so we have 25,000. Okay, it's like nearly 25% of the training data. Okay, so I don't think so you have doubt in this. Then after that what you will do, you will just write here you want to see the null values in the both the trading and test data. Okay, so then how you will just see, just write train data dot is null, whether the rows is null or not, then you will just sum of that particular how many null value it is there in the train data. Okay, so you are just seeing arrival delay in the minutes is you have the 310 total delay. Okay, so on the basic of that you are just saying train data, you have, I don't think so you have any null value any other column except departure delay, and you have only three train total number of rows where you have the null value. So if you want to remove these rows from the 1,03,904, then it will not much affect to the data set. Okay, so if somewhere where like 900 only rows you have, so in that particular case, you what you have to do, you have to just go for the fill na. Okay, fill na basically the libraries of the pandas. You can just fill this empty row or empty particular column where it is has been it is not filled. You can just fill with the mean, or we can just fill with the mode. Okay, but here you can just easily remove this one because you don't want that particular rows that has the missing value. Okay, so this particular you can just do. Then similar what we can just check also for the test data. Okay, is null. Okay, so what you are just writing here, so is null dot sum. Yeah, you have again, you have for the arrival delay in minutes also. So what you can just do, you can just use drop any. Okay, so what the drop any will do, it will just remove this particular where it will remove that particular row which consists of the any null values. Okay, so what you can just write here for training, first do for the training data. Okay, then after that what you will just write drop any. Okay, drop the drop, you can just write drop na, remove the all the null values on this particular rows, and here you can just write in place equal to true. Okay, so we are not keeping in any variable, so we are just writing in place equal to true. You are just modifying the existing data. Okay, data set what you have just loaded, and then after for the test data what you will just write here the similar thing. Okay, drop na, and here you will just pass in place equal to true. Okay, so I don't think so you will have doubt in this. So you can just write, you can just run this one. So now you can just run, you can just even check this one. Okay, you can just cross check whether you have a null values or null is is having the null values this data set or not. Okay, so I don't think so because already you have just run the previous one drop n. Okay, so that particular row has been deleted, so there is no null values in the training data set and also in the test data set. Okay, so this is clear to you, it clear to you. I think you don't have any doubt in this. So now what we can just do, I on the basic of this feature, which particular feature you have to drop. So I don't think so you want to consider unnamed, it is not defined. What does it mean? I don't know, it may be like index. Okay, and second then thing is that id, these two column you don't want this particular in the dataset for the training purpose, because you will not say that training on the basic of id, on the basic of id you can't say model will judge that whether the person is satisfied or not. Okay, so you can just remove unnamed and id for the now. Okay, so for that even you can just go for the test also, because test data also will have the same number of features what the training data has it also have. Okay, so what you can just write, do no need to write two time at a code two times for training data and then for the testing data. What you can just do, you can just create one function. Okay, so you this particular function will drop that particular row, and then after you can just apply this particular function both for the training also and also for the testing also. Okay, so what you can just write here, you can just create one function drop what you can just write, you can just give anything. Okay, drop s or anything drops that particular row, and you can just find data set, which particular data set. I think it will be too much big name, you can just write data. Okay, then after that you can just what you can just write here data dot drop. Okay, so here what you, which particular columns you want to drop, you have to pass in particular this particular you have to pass in the dictionary format. Okay, so what you can just write here unnamed, this particular this particular column you don't want. Okay, just copy this one and paste it here. Okay, so you can paste it here. I don't think so you have a space in this. And the second you what you don't want, I think id only, id small id. Okay, so these two columns you don't want. Okay, so rest for the rest column we will see what we have to do. Okay, we have to do for the one hot encoding and there are many things, but for now I don't think so this particular two don't want. Okay, so what you can just write, and you even you have to just write x is equal to 1, you want to go through all the columns, and then even you can just write in place equal to true. Okay, you are not keeping in the one variable. Okay, so that's what you are just writing. Clear? So I don't think so you have doubt in this. The first thing you have done, that is you have just dropped that particular column you don't need in the training time. Then second thing what you have to look out for the string value. So in the gender you have male and female, so you can't actually fill the string female or male. You have to convert female as a 0 and male as a 1. Okay, so for that, what first we will go for the gender. Okay, for that, what you can just write here, you can just write here the similar thing. You can just take from the data you want. I can just go, you can, so that you can just be clear seen this one. So from data you want gender column. Okay, and that particular gender column should map. Okay, you can use the mapping concept that is there in the particular pandas. So what you can just write here, data, and then from there you can just write gender. Okay, same from gender, what you can just do, dot mapping. Okay, you want to map from particular in the dictionary format. Then you want to make for male, you can just see this one is the where in that particular gender column it will find male. You want to just map to the one. Okay, what you want to doing. And if you want, if any particular column consists of the, means any row of the particular gender column consists of the female, then you want to label as a 0. Okay, this is what you want to do. I don't think so you have doubt in this, so this is the clear. And then after that you have done for the gender. So what the string also it has been left, so you can just cross check. You have just removed this unnamed IDs. You have done the solution for the gender. Then again you will go for the customer type. Okay, so what are the customer types? So for the customer type, first of all you can just see the particular, you can just write one code. Okay, so you can just see what, you can see the values count of that, how many total number of unique value it is there in that particular customer count columns. Okay, so you can just do this one, and you can just write paste there. Then after that, what you can just write here, you can just write here the values count. Okay, value, what I'm just writing, value. And then after that, what you can just write here, counts. Okay, so let's see, hope so it will work. Why I'm just writing df, I have to write for the train data. Okay, I have written, I think, train data. And similar it is for the test data also. Okay, so you have only the binary, it is also like a female or male. Okay, so what you can just do, you can just give the label for the loyal customer, you can just give the label as a 1. Okay, and then for particular disloyal customer you can just give the label as a 0. So you don't have any doubt in this also, you can do the similar mapping function. Okay, what you can just do, you can just copy this one, customer type, copy there. Yeah, then after that, what you can just write here, the similar way we have to write this one, just copy this one. Okay, so copy, then after that just write the mapping of that, you can just do. Then after, pass the dictionary, which particular color, which particular thing you want to map. Okay, so for the loyal customer, what you will just want to map, that you want to map as a 1. Okay, that's what you want to do. And then for particular disloyal customer, what you can just write, you can just write as a 0. So yeah, you can just write this one, this is the 0. Okay, so I don't think so you have doubt in this also, you have done with the customer types also. Now look at what particular columns you want to make the change. Okay, so you have done for the customer type, it's, you don't have to do for the age. Okay, so you don't have to do for the age. Then after that, what you have to write here, type of travels. Okay, so type of travels, what you can, again you can just go for the values count. Let's see what does it returns. Then after we will see. Okay, so what you can just write here, well, types of customer, I think so you have, again you have only the binary, that is the business travel and the personal travel. Okay, so what we can just do here, you can just do the same thing what you have done for that particular here, the mapping. Okay, the 1 and the 0, the similar way we can just do for the same, because the training and the testing will consist of the both. It will have the type of person, see, you can just see the type of tribal, and here also you will have the type of tribal. Okay, so don't confuse in this. Okay, for yeah, for that, yeah, you don't have to confuse. I think it's really the same thing. Okay, just write here the same. Okay, you can just write here the data, from data you want the type of customer. Okay, type of travel, sorry, I'm just writing, I'm saying type of customer. You can just paste here, and then after that, what you can just write here, you can just write here this one, copy, space dot map, then after you have to pass in the dictionary format. Okay. That is for the business travel, you can just say it as a 0, as a 1 you can just put as a 1, and for this particular personal travel you can keep as a 0. So yeah, you have done with this also. Okay, so you don't have any doubt in this also. Now then again we can just look out that particular another columns, it may contain the string. So again you will have the class also. Okay, so what you can just do, you can just again you can just see the values count of that. Okay, what is the unique value in this? So class, then after run this one. Why it's like, I think capital C, let's see, it's only key error. So yeah, here you have business class, eco class, and eco plus class. Okay, for that what you will just write, you will go for the dummies variable. Okay, you will create the dummies variable for that. So how you can create the dummies variable, because you will see in the test. Okay, test also you will have the types of the class, and then after that in the training also you will have the class. Okay, then what you can just change this thing into one hot encoding. Okay, so you like you can just do for the business eco and eco plus. So what you can just do, you can do the one hot encoding for the this. Okay, so I don't think so you have doubt in this. And how you will do this one for the one hot encoding, you will just write pd.get dummies. Okay, that's what you are going to use. So what you can just write here, you already created the function. Then after that what you will write here, travel that particular data, this whole data, from this data you want pd.get dummies. What you can just write here, pd.get underscore dummies. Okay, then after that here you have to pass the data frame, then after you have to mention the which particular columns you want to set. Okay, you want to do the dummies for that. Okay, you have to pass in the list. Okay, so what you can just do here, you can just do one thing. There's a particular class, you have the three total categorical values, so you are just changing into, you are just using the one hot concept. Okay, then what we can just do, you have any string value? Yeah, you don't, I don't think so you have now. That's it. Yeah, so what you can just do, you can just directly write this one only for that particular columns you are just writing. It's like class for that. Wait, it's not personal tribal, it's class. Okay, okay, I don't think so you have doubt in this also. So that's over. So what we have done, everything pre-processing step we have already have done. So what you can just run this function, and what this function particularly will return. Okay, it will return only the data. Okay, what we have just defined there. So let's see, and we already imported this particular train and test, we already have done for that. Okay, so no need to do again. So yeah, that's it for this particular function. Okay, then after that what you can just write here, it will return view as a data. Okay, that's what it will return. Let's see, and you can just pass the both training and test. Okay, so here what you will just write here, data, that you are just taking the return and you are just writing drops train data. Okay, train data, and similar you are going for the test data. Let's see for the training data. Okay, data dot head, we have not done for the one thing. Okay, no? That is the target. Okay, don't worry for that. Satisfaction, yeah, that's what I was speaking. One thing you can just do before doing this one, you can just remove this particular satisfaction, you can just keep in the y, and the rest you can just keep in the x. Okay, what you can just do this one as a first, or it's depend upon you how you are just doing, how you are just pre-processing. Okay, only for the looking easy I am just saying this one, no need to do what we have done, that's fine. Okay, and similar you have to pass for the data, but I have mentioned with this particular, again it will give you the error, data test, I can just write here. Okay, so drops, and then after that you will pass test data. Okay, so data test dot head, you can just write here. Let's see what is the output. So it's the output of this, and you will have only that particular satisfaction, that is our the target, okay. And then rest they are the features. So what you can, you have to separate this particular satisfaction. So what you can just write here, okay. So I think you already done the dummies variable, you have converted everything into one hot encoding, okay. The main aim is now to particular see, you have to just mention the x and the y, okay. The x is the basically the features, and what y is the basically our the targets, okay, what you want to see. So for that, what you can just write here, you already have the data is basically our the training, and data underscore test is basically our testing data, okay. So data, what you can just write here from data, you can just write here y target, and then from there you want only the data columns, okay. Data, from that you want only the satisfaction, this what you want. I don't think so you will have any doubt in this. It's basically the, you are just going for the features and the target, okay. And then after that, from the x feature, what will be the x feature? X feature, you can just write y train, you can just write here, okay. Y train is, it will not give you, you will not be confused in this x train. And from here, what you want to do, you want to drop this particular, from this particular, you can, what you have to pass here, you have to pass here the satisfaction, okay. You don't want these particular columns, you can pass this one, so it will not give you an error, okay. So then after that, what you can even mention the x is equal to 1, okay. So x train underscore feature and y train or the target, let's see, hope so it will not give the error. So you can just write here x train feature dot head, okay. So you will not have that particular target one, okay. So that is the remove, and see in the particular y train dot target you will have the satisfaction, okay. So for that, what you can, you have to again convert into the binary form, okay. You can just do the mapping for the satisfaction also, okay. The similar way, then similar way we have to do for that particular x test also, okay. So what you will just write here, you will do the same thing, okay. You will just copy this one, and here only you are just doing for particular testing data, okay. So what you can just write here, y test target, and then after x test particular feature, okay. And here it's like the same thing, okay, data, but here it is data underscore test, I think. Yeah, data underscore test for that particular test, and for the here data underscore test, okay. So I don't think so you will have any doubt in this. You can just do the same as it is, run this one, hope so it will run, yeah. So it's not giving any error. Even you can just check this one for your satisfaction, okay. What here you're just writing as feature dot head, okay. So you can just see there is no satisfaction columns, okay. That is our target. But here for the both, okay, for x test feature or x train features, okay, sorry, x y test target and y train target, you will have that thing in the string, okay. That what do you mean that one, that will be in the string format, okay. That you have to convert into, again you will do the mapping, okay. That is the neutral or this satisfy, okay. This is I think this is the binary classification. Even you can just go for the values count, so that you will able to see how many unique value you have, okay, for that. So you can just copy this one, okay. I don't think so you can just do this one, you just directly just write y train, okay, target, then value underscore counts, okay. Let's see, hope so it works or not, let's see. So what I'm saying, you have only the two type of unique value in this target. One is the neutral and another is the satisfaction. So you can just map this neutral or this satisfy as a 0 and satisfy as a 1, okay, for the both the training and for the test, okay. So for that, what you can just add here, you will write the same as it is. So first of all, you will just write here y train, just do for the training first, y train target dot map. You want to do mapping, and what you want to do mapping for, you want to do mapping for the neutral or dissatisfy as a 0. What you can just do this one, this 0, and this particular satisfy as a 1, okay. Okay, so this what we are just doing, you can just keep in one variable, that is white train. Okay, white train. Okay, so you can just keep in the one variable, and then after you have to do the similar thing for the testing also. Okay, that is your target, that is the y test. You can just say, you can just write here y test, and here again you have to write for y test, and then the underscore target. It will, I think everything will be the same. Let's see, hope so. Why train underscore target, it's not like same. Okay, okay, why it's not underscore? For the both the case you will have this one, I think. Okay, so now you can just cross check y train dot head. You can just do this one. I think it must be labeled as 0 and 1. Even you can just check for this test also. Okay, you can just write here, let's run and see. It's fine, it is not giving an error. So yeah, up to this we have done every pre-processing step for this particular data set. Okay, you will have everything that's related to the data set for now. Then after that, what you want to do? Okay, so even you can just write, you want to plot this particular data, but you can just go for the pair plot. It will take some time, but yeah, it will give you the some result. Then after that, what you can just see for the online boarding, you can even see the counter plot. Okay, so count plot you can just see, okay, for that particular online boarding. Okay, so what you can just write here, already you have imported the SNS library. You can just write here count plot. Some visualizing we can just do here. Okay, so for that particular, from x, for the x you want to keep in x-axis as online boarding. This one I'm explaining about this online boarding. Okay, this is the online boarding, and what is the risk on, and then after, and the y will be our satisfaction. Okay, online boarding will be in the x-axis, online boarding. Okay, so I don't think so you have doubt in this. And then after that, what you just write here, and this particulars, and the you can just write here hue as a satisfaction. You can just write here, this is hue. It is by default, it is as a none, but for here you can just, in the place of hue, you can just write particle your satisfaction. Okay, so test satisfaction, it's like in the small. Okay, satisfaction. Okay, what you can just write here, and this particular data you have to write here. For data you want only for the x train, that what I'm speaking. But here you will you will do some mistake, because in x train you don't have any satisfaction. So in what you can just write here, already in the above I think you have mentioned some uh train data or data train, you have mentioned something train data. Yeah, this is what I'm speaking. See if it is working or not. If it's not, then no problem. Yeah, it's working fine. So what I'm just speaking here, you are able to see this one. Okay, so on the, you are just seeing neutral or this satisfaction or satisfy, you are just seeing. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4, they are the basically our the counting of the online. Okay, so this is the first plot, you are just plotting this one. Okay, even you can just go for this particular customer type. Okay, so how, what type of customer it is there, and how it is satisfied. You can, even you can just go, you can just copy this one counter plot. You can just do this one here, you can just paste this one, and here for in the place of online boarding just write the customer satisfaction. Sorry for that, you can just write customer type. Okay, not satisfaction. So what you can just do, see, this is the customer type. Okay, so customer type is basically your 0 1 customer. If it is not satisfied, you are just saying 0, and if it is satisfied, it is 1. Okay, so how many, you are just counting this one. Okay, this is what you are just doing here. So that's one, you can just do many visualizing plot. Okay, it's depend upon you how you are just seeing. You can just check for the every particular food and drink or anything. Okay, so yeah, so that's fine for now. Even you can just plot the heat map of that. You can do as many as thing you can just do. Okay, so yeah, that's enough for now. So then after that, what you can just write here, then you already imported the XGBoost. Okay, so first of all we will now build the model. Okay, so building the model is really important factor. Okay, So you first of all we will use the XGBoosting only. Okay, so already we have just imported XGBoost classifier, so you can just make the object of that XGBoost. Hope so it work fine, and here you can just make the object of that. Then after that what you will just feed this particular x dot feed, and here you just pass the x train. So first of all I have to look what I have just mentioned there. For x, what I have just mentioned, x test feature, and here I have just mentioned x train feature. Okay, I have mentioned x train feature. So this is your feature. Okay, so this is your feature, you can just feed here, and then after here, after that what you will pass, you will pass the y train. Okay, let's see if it is working. So yeah, it will take some time because you have 1 lakh of total data. Okay, so it will just train this particular, yeah, it has been trained. Then after that your model has been trained. Then after that what you want to do, you want to predict. Okay, so what you want to, because you want to see the accuracy, you can just write predict on the basis of x test. Okay, so what you just write a xgb dot predict. Okay, predict, and then here what you will pass here, I think you have x train feature, you will have x test feature. So let's see, no need to make a mistake, x test feature. Okay, that's it, x underscore x test features. Okay, so this will be the give the on the basic of testing data, it will just give the output, and model will give you the output what it has been trained. Then after you will match with the actual is what it is and what has been model has been predicted. Okay, so yeah, it already has been predicted. Then after you will just use the accuracy score. Okay, like a matrix you will use the classification matrix. I don't think so we have imported, you can just import this one from sklearn dot matrices. Okay, import, you will just see first of all accuracy score. Okay, how much accuracy we are just getting, and then after that you will see, even you can just go for the mean square loss. Okay, you want to see the what is the loss in this. Okay, that's it. Let's see what will be the accuracy, because we are just going for the only for the XGBoost we are just printing. Okay, you can just mention here, so you will be not confused. Making the model for XGBoost model. Okay, this is the XGBoost model, and then after that already you have just imported the accuracy score. Now you will see the accuracy score, what is the result of this particular what we have done till now. So you already have the wide target. Okay, so wide target you have. Okay, wide train. Okay, wide test you have, and what you have predict. Okay, so on the basic of that it will give you some accuracy. So hope so, we'll see what the accuracy, it's like 94%, it's not bad, it's very good. Okay, so we have, if again we have done the lots of pre-processing steps, so it's really giving a good accuracy. Okay, so even you can just try for the, even you can just go for the loss, mean square error loss. Okay, mean square, already it will give you 0.5 something, it will just give you. Okay, I think so. What you can just write here, y train comma period. Okay, let's see, 0.5. Why it is giving me error, because I have done something mistake. Wide test you have to write, not predict. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, just run now, run. It's like 0.05. What I have said to you, 5% error you have, and 94 point something you will have the accuracy. Okay, so you are getting the much good accuracy as compared to the other models. So we have not compared the other models. Okay, even you can just try for this particular any other model like random forest, you can just try. So we will see, we have just seen this one for the boosting algorithm. Let's see for the bagging algorithm. Okay, so what we can just write here, you can create one particular, we can just mention first of all, you can just mention the text. Okay, it's like too much long. So what you can just write here, bagging algorithm. Okay, that is basically a basically your random forest. Okay, bagging random forest, you can just write here and just run this one. Okay, so what you can just write, already first of all you have to import this one. Okay, so from where you will import, from sklearn dot ensemble import random forest. Okay, We let's see random forest classifier you want. Okay, so that's why you are just doing this one. And again you can just use another algorithm also, that is sklearn dot linear model import logistic regression. Okay, you can just try this one for the logistic regression. You can just try this one logistic regression. Okay, so I don't think so you have any doubt. I think three algorithm we will check, that will be the really enough. Yeah, so then how you will just write here. So yeah, first of all we will do for the particular random forest. Okay, random forest classifier, make the object of that particular random forest, and then after just run. Okay, you can just you don't have to do the tuning parameter here. Also we can just do some tuning. Okay, there is a n features or n feature n neighbors you have, then after learning rate you have, so there are some tuning part even we are not doing. Okay, only the main focus is how the model is training and how the model is running. You have to more focus on that part. Okay, so what we can just write here, you can just go for the same rbc dot fit, and here what you have to pass the same thing, that is x train and x train feature and y train. Okay, x train x train feature and y train, y underscore what you have y train. Okay, what you have, not target, y train you have. Okay, let's see, hope so it will give you not error. Yeah, even it is training. So yeah, we can just write here predict till the end. What you can just write here, you can just mention rbc dot predict. Okay, so it already has been trained. So prediction, what you can just write here, rbc dot predict, and here what you will pass, you will pass the test. Okay, that is the basically the x test features. Okay, x test feature. Okay, x test this feature. So this how you will get, and then after that you will see the accuracy score. Okay, accuracy score you will see, and here what you will pass here, y underscore test, and what is your trade of this particular model. Okay, this particular random forest, hope so it's giving a 96% as compared to the random forest for, it is giving a good accuracy as compared to the boosting algorithm. Okay, so bagging algorithm, that is the random forest, is giving you a good accuracy as compared to the boosting algorithm, that is the XGBoosting. Okay, and then last what we can just try here, I will make it the simple model, that is the logistic regression, that is the really simple model as compared to the bagging and the boosting. Okay, logistic regression. Okay, you can just write the same as it is, logistic, you have to make the object of that. Then after that you will just write here lr dot fit, then here you will pass x features, x train, I think x train features. Okay, x train feature, then after that you have y underscore train. Okay, you can just train this one. Hope so we have the training part. Yeah, it's run, it's basically the warning. Okay, then after that you will just writing the pred, then after that what it is give you, lr dot predict. Okay, it will give, you can just write predict, and here you can just pass x feature, x test feature, I think x test. Let's see, x test, yeah, you have x test feature. Now run this one, then after you will see the accuracy score. Accuracy score, here you will pass the y underscore train, and then after you will pass the pred. Okay, let's see what's the accuracy, why I'm passing y train, it will be y test, sorry for that. Okay, you are getting only on only 80%, that what I have speaking, I have already said to you, this is the really simple model as compared to the bagging and boosting. Okay, so you are getting much accuracy in the basically the random forest as compared to the particular boosting algorithm or any particular random for particular what we have done now, logistic regression. Okay, so this was the really basic concept, already I've explained you. So this what we have done, the problem was related to the basically the airline passenger satisfaction. Okay, so this is was our the problem, and this from this particular data set we have just done, we have just seen, we have just done the pre-processing step. Okay, we have just seen, then after we have just converted into dummies variable, again we have some visualize this data set. Okay, so even I will just give you the one tip, you can do the standard scalar. Okay, for that you have, you can't directly put every features at a one time. Okay, you can just pass that particular feature that you need to do that particular that scaling part. So I don't think so we have to do like 95% of the columns it is there the categorical column, that is already it has some meaning 1 2 3 4. For that particular you can't do the particular standard scale, you can't apply for that. Okay, only standard scale you are just applying only for the numerical column. Numerical column means the continuous column. Okay, or that regression value you want to apply for that. Okay, so already I have just done this one. Then after the you are already have loaded these things, we have seen the plotting also, we have used the three algorithm also, that is the bagging, boosting and the random forest, that is the lost regression. And we are seeing the in the random forest we are getting the much more accuracy as compared to the other. Okay, so hope so you like this video, then please subscribe our channel. So in the next video I will come with again with the new data set and explain with the step by step. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you.